So we are going to be taking through. So we are going to be taking through some of these projects that we have considered.
So have you considered starting a poultry farm, or you already have one? And do you think it should be a standalone project? Or we can do other projects alongside the poultry project? In this video, we are going to be sharing our experience pursuing other simple projects alongside our main project, which is the poultry project. Maybe you also need to start such projects also. Otherwise, we must be innovative either way, to be in position to make profits. This is our poultry project, and we are raising 500 local chicken as a breeder farm.
Hello friends, and welcome to this video. In this video, we want to be sharing our experience that we have had pursuing our other simple projects that we have had other than our main project, which is the poultry project. So we have considered these projects because of some specific reasons, and one big reason why we choose to do other simple projects alongside this big one, the poultry project, is to enable us succeed with this other big project. So most of the small projects that we have considered are in line with the poultry project. So we are going to be taking through some of these projects that we have considered. Okay. So we are going to be taking through the progress that we have achieved pursuing these simple projects. But we feel these projects are very important for our project. Therefore, let's start today's video, and we are going to start with our first project. And so let's go. So our project number one is we have considered growing trees on our farm. So we have considered growing trees, and we feel these trees are going to be important to our project as they will provide shade to our birds.
Remember, we have considered free ranging all our 500 birds. So we find it very important to start a tree growing project to provide shade, fresh air, and serve other importances. Also, we have selected tree species that can serve a variety of importances. And species number one that we have selected is this compound tree. It is here to provide shade on the farm and is good and hard enough to provide timber also, meaning that when it grows mature enough, you can get timber out of this tree species. We choose this tree species because of its unique growth rate, and it grows at a very high speed, meaning that we are going to enjoy some of its importances in a very short period of time. Why not consider planting this tree species also on your farm or at your home? The seedlings of these trees are very cheap to buy, as it costs around only 500 Ugandan shillings to purchase one tree of this kind, and it can perform well in most of the soil types around, irrespective of the climate type. We have considered planting many of these, and we feel they are going to give us awesome results. We are going to be sharing updates from this project. Therefore, stay tuned by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you are always among the first people to know each time we upload a new video. This is another tree species that we have considered having on our farm. Who can guess this tree type? This is an orange tree, and hope all of us can imagine how good and important this tree can be. And this is another tree species that we have considered having on our farm. That species is good at providing fresh air. Then we also have another tree species, and this is a very good one. It's named umbrella and is good at providing shade. And that is our project number 1. Then we present to you this big one and our second project. This is a maize garden standing on a 4-acre piece of land. Here we are trying to bring up the concept of growing our own chicken feed to maximize profit by reducing the cost towards the feeds. And do you think it is going to work? Stay tuned as we are going to be sharing all the updates and the results of this. Subscribe plus hitting that notification bell so that you are always reminded each time we upload a new video. We are advantaged that this area is part of our farm's land, but also it is wise to rent land for this project, and we plan to expand this practice next season by renting more land to grow more maize, because we feel this is one of the best practices to do to support your poultry project. Yes, it is true that you need some simple investment to do this practice, but we can't compare this initial investment with the cost of feeds. Chicken feed has become more expensive over time, and this is one of the reasons why most chicken farmers are failing. Remember that feeding alone takes over 80% of the daily expenses of any chicken farm, meaning that feeding is almost all that you need to balance if you want to make profits from your poultry farm. And we feel this project is going to serve that importance very well. We also remind you that this can be a source of food for humans on your farm. This takes us to our next project and our last one for this video. This is a nursery bed for cabbages and one sacred plant species. This project is here to enable us complement on the main chicken feed. In simple terms, we are going to be feeding our chicken on cabbages. This is going to enable us cut the cost of feed by some percentage and also improve on the quality of eggs by feeding our chicken on greens. And we are doing all this to maximize profits from our chicken farm. And who can see this different seedling among the cabbages? This is a sacred plant that you need on your farm. Soon or later, we are going to be discussing the importance of marijuana to the chickens. Therefore, keep tuned so that you don't miss when that time comes. So we are planning to have a cabbage garden of around 2 acres. And here is the plot that we are preparing to occupy with the cabbages. And this is one other practice and project that we recommend you consider on your chicken farm, because it is going to help you cut the cost of feed, meaning that you'll be able to maximize profits from your chicken farm. So those are the 3 projects that we have considered having alongside our main project, which is the poultry project. And in other news, we have started fabricating our machine. We have all along been discussing this machine, and this machine design is here to help us maximize profits on our chicken farm as well. One of the objectives of this design is to help us be in position to complement the main chicken feed. We also idealize to use it to make broken maize on our chicken farm by ourselves. This machine is going to be manually operated, made from locally available materials, and therefore cheap to make and buy. Very soon, we are going to be putting up our first prototype for display, and we shall be sharing all the updates on this YouTube channel. And if you feel you shouldn't miss this, consider subscribing plus hitting that notification bell so that you get reminded each time we upload a video. The machine design is being inspired by this system that helps us ride a bicycle. Allow us bring this video to an end. and see you in the next video.